What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Litecoin today. This one comes to us at the request of Cashies. Cashies, this one's for you. It's for anybody watching, but we're doing this because of your request. So here we are, looking at this thing on the weekly. You know, the RSI is pretty neutral. Very, very neutral. Not showing. If anything, you're staying more above the 50 than you are below it, which is encouraging. I would argue that any time that we spend below the 50 would probably be a good time to buy relative to what the price is doing. Can we go lower than this low? We could. Can we go lower than this low? We could, though I wouldn't expect it as much. I don't know. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, we might not even actually go below this low here, honestly. Holding this like higher low structure, which would be encouraging. That'd be nice to see. And, you know, again, the RSI is kind of neutral, but with a bullish tilt to it. Looking on the monthly. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, you did just break below the 50. Whatever, though. It doesn't look like you respect the 50 too much, so bouncing around here would be fine. This is a new month as of today. We literally have 1 month and 0 days left in this month. Let's see. I mean, I would think that we come down a little bit lower. This was a pretty bearish close of last month, you know what I mean? Let's see here. Anytime we've had a candle like that on a monthly basis, I feel like we always see bearish follow through. Trying to find an example. Even this one, it closed green, but we went down a little bit to start the month. I guess we kind of went down a little bit here to start the month. I don't know. But let's go to the daily now. Look at the daily. Sorry I'm yawning so much. We're above the 50. We're right at the purple line, holding support on it. Kind of an area that we've disregarded more or less, but still like showed some significance around this area. I would expect that we see a bounce from here, interestingly enough, because I feel like most crypto doesn't look that good. Let's see if LTC BTC lines up with that. LTC BTC. It kind of looks like it wants to bounce, honestly. Versus Bitcoin versus the dollar, it actually kind of does look like it wants to bounce from here. And will it bounce higher than this high? Maybe not. You know, maybe we go up to, you know, to put it in dollar perspective, maybe we go up to about $100 again, something like that. Test some resistance there and come lower. I don't know, but on the daily, it doesn't look half bad, to be completely fair. Let's see. Yeah. That's a good day. You know, let's get rid of this Coinbase one and see if there's, yeah, there's still that wick on Binance. Yeah, this is a good looking day, honestly. What's the rest of crypto doing, man? What's BTC? I was just looking at it, but I swear it didn't look like this. Oh, wow. Coming up right now, man. When did this start happening? It happened, okay, like literally in the last hour. Okay, I wasn't really watching it too much. That makes sense. In the last hour. Let's see, BCH not so much. That's okay. Yeah, so maybe Litecoin does have a little pump in the meantime, going back up to like $100. Let's see if that agrees with any fib ranges that we've got right now. Top to bottom here. You know, $95 is your 618. If we were to go above that to the 69, this would put us right around 95. Maybe we don't go to $100. Maybe we go just below it. Let's see. Go back out on the daily here. Take this same kind of idea. This would probably be a better range to go off of, actually, right here. Yeah, maybe around 97, maybe something like that. Maybe Litecoin's gearing up to make a little bit of a move up there. I would expect overall it does move down, but in the short term, things kind of look good. Looks like it wants to go up, so that would be my overall opinion on this thing. Yeah, man, you got hidden bullish divergence, lower lows here while maintaining higher lows. You actually have this beyond the RSI and everything. You have this ascending kind of formation. You're on the 15-minute here, so this isn't going to promote anything dramatic, but ascending with a flat top there, this does imply bullish breakout to come. Volume is dying off, so you're probably going to see a break soon, probably by the end of today even, maybe leading into some point tomorrow. I would bet where I'm at, it's 1 o'clock right now, so I would bet in the next 5 to 10 hours we're probably going to see that move up toward around $97 to $100. Probably not above this high, but maybe. Overall, I wouldn't expect that we go above the 618 of this range here. You know, maybe we wick above it, but I wouldn't expect that we break above it. And I'm kind of at the moment anticipating that we find resistance at the 382, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. Yeah, you went above it, you came down, you went down to the 0.69. I bet we find some resistance around there. So that's kind of my overall just like short little 2 cents on this thing. I think it does want to go up a little bit right now. The 1 hour RSI is looking decent. The 4 hour RSI is looking decent. The daily RSI is looking decent as well, bouncing off the 50 like this. So a little bit higher, and then we'll probably get ready for a move that takes us to lower lows than what we're currently at, which is at $87. But Litecoin is one of those coins that can do its own thing. And Cashies, you brought this up. It's actually going through its halving right now. I was checking out Ampleforth, by the way. I just a side note, guys, I maybe look into this. I don't know too much about this, but I randomly found this yesterday, and I kind of like the way the chart looks. I'll go on a side before we go into Litecoin's halving date. Fourth here, Tetherus, yeah. Let's go on Coinbase though, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, this one, governance token. Looking at it on the weekly, you've got a nice looking trend, kind of like higher lows, higher highs in the RSI. It does look kind of wonky over here, but I don't know, man. This is some bullish divergence at its finest, and you had this downtrend and you went flat afterwards. This thing might be breaking out soon. It's a very low cap coin. These all-time highs are at $40. It could go well past that, but I might make a video on this. Just a little side note. Sorry, not giving Litecoin the attention it deserves here. So let's look at maybe I'll do it on this one here. LTC halving date countdown. I don't know, maybe. The next Litecoin halving is to occur around August 2nd, 2023. It's August 1st right now. Litecoin halving countdown right here. Let's see. 19 hours, 33 minutes, 37 seconds. And this could change, right? It's all based off of the blocks that are completed, so I don't know if the hash rate increases, maybe that'll bring it down a little bit, right? But maybe by like an hour or two, or maybe it's later than that, but somewhere around this time, within probably early morning for most people in America, or late morning, I guess. That would be, no, that'd be like around the morning, right? Because if it's, I don't know. For most people, it's probably in the morning. Maybe if you're on the East Coast, it'd be toward the afternoon. But yeah, this is when it's set to happen. So maybe Litecoin does see somewhat of a little pump. I would bet, my anticipation, you guys, is that if this halving does promote any kind of growth, it'll be a sell the event kind of thing, right? Buy the hype, sell the news. So I would think buying right now, with everything, before we even looked at that, everything looking kind of good. I think I'd give it the green light for a short move up. But this kind of event, a halving event for Litecoin, this could cause it to do some crazy things. Like, it really could actually go above this high with that. Like, we could see a dramatic day like this, and then it just gives it all back. So if you don't want to buy and you want to short this thing, maybe wait to short until after the day, or maybe even, I don't know, I would definitely wait to see how the day closes. But for those of you who are day trading, look at your 1 hours, look at your 4 hours, look at your 15-minute time frames. Make sure that you get that top kind of calculated. I'll do a video on it tomorrow, request or not. I'm going to do a video on it because it will be the halving day. So keep an eye on that. See, I would not be surprised if we got some kind of miraculous move, more or less. You know, something bigger than what we've seen recently to the upside. But I also wouldn't be surprised if it gave it right back. Let's look at Litecoin halving date, Litecoin halving history. Okay, 2011, paid out, blah, blah, blah. August 2015, that reward was cut in half. So in August of 2015, let's do that. Let's go to there. Oh, can we not? We don't have that, do we? August 2016. Are you sure it's August 2015? Man, I thought, is LTC, maybe I can do it on, let's see. Where is it? No, I can't. So I guess I don't know if I can find the all-time history on this thing. Maybe it's on Binance? Okay. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. So 2015, August, right? That's when it was. August of 2015. Right there. So that was the halving, and look at the price that it promoted, right? It just went sideways. Very boring afterwards. You know, it didn't really do too much. If anything, inevitably you did form a low that was like a double bottom here. So could we see lows back down below $80? I think so. Maybe it happens in 3 months. Maybe it happens this month. Maybe it happens in 6 months. I don't know. This took, right, 1, 2, 3. How many months was that? This way I could just do it quicker and accurately. Before you broke out, that was over half a year. So it says 7 bars, but really, like, including the one that we started with, that's 8 bars. So however you want to skin it. It could be by the end of this year or the beginning of next year that Litecoin starts to really turn up again, which makes sense, man. That makes sense to me. And it could take longer. It really could take longer. Let's see what the next halving was. After that, its most recent halving in August of 2019. August of 2019. Let's see here. Where are you? Right there. And look, you pumped up the months before, but look, like the actual month before the halving, you actually started to decrease, okay? So, and this promoted some down growth. But relatively speaking, you know, you had your drop in August, the month of the halving, and then you kind of just moved sideways again. And this time you moved sideways for like a year, right? And you had some volatility, right? You went up, you went down, whatever. You formed kind of a base here. You had the COVID crash, but all this to say, you know, Litecoin could definitely do some more or less boring stuff, but if it goes up, it'll probably be a good time to sell. If it goes down, it'll probably be a good time to buy, at least for the next half year or so. And this, the fact that this one took, right, August of 2016, it took 7 bars. This one took, before we like broke out of this range, it took 15 bars. I would bet that we see something in between there, because this I think is a bit long. This I think might be a bit short, because if we do 7 months from now, that puts us in March of next year, and the Bitcoin halving itself hasn't even happened by that time. So I would think that Litecoin probably will see its nice pump breaking out of this sideways range that is probably starting to form right now. It'll break out of this probably after the Bitcoin halving. That would be probably a month or two, maybe even 3 months afterwards. Maybe it happens before the Bitcoin halving. I don't know. That's a long ways away, you know. But I would assume that it's going to be rather boring, and if it is exciting, it's going to be wish-washy like it was over here. But nothing as exciting as these bull market runs are for probably the rest of the year. And that's probably not just for Litecoin. That's probably most coins. But again, in the more immediate term time frames, we could see some wacky stuff happening, right? We could see the price go up and then go down. I would expect some rather immediate volatility coming in, because news like this is a big deal, in my opinion. And you know, they have a saying in the chart world, in the TA world: you buy the hype, you sell the news. Buy the rumor, sell the event. Whatever, however you want to phrase that. But right now, the rumor probably is that the halving is happening. You're going to cut the supply in half that's being pumped into the market, so that's really good, you know. But I think we're already probably priced in, because stuff like this, it's got a date, it's been planned. So we probably, in accordance to the halving, started pumping because of that, you know, and the fact that we were probably at the end of the bear market too. All kinds of different things, but I think we've already had our pump, is what I'm trying to say, right? We had our pump before the halving here, and it was much more dramatic, and we gave a lot of it back. So I don't think this is far less dramatic than this. I don't think that we're going to see it give a lot of it back, you know. This one was pretty dramatic, and you did give a lot of it back, but then you just kind of had this volatile sideways movement. Let's see here, before I end the video, from bottom to top kind of this range. That's 134% range. What kind of range did we get here? I'm not going to include the COVID crash. I would say about there. That's 190%, so we could be dealing with an over 130% range. It might be tighter than that. Let's see what we got at the current point in time. From this low to this high, 74%. Maybe we do go above this high. Maybe the halving date takes us above this high right here. Maybe we have a big, I don't know, that would be kind of a big pump, but at the same time, not really, man. Litecoin pumping 15% in a day, that's very possible. And that's what it would be, right? I think it'd be about 15%. Oh, I'm sorry, 23%. Litecoin can pump 23% in a day. It's totally possible as well. I mean, here it pumped 28% in a day, and it actually went even higher than that. So could we get an overall higher high, or maybe something back up above this range and then turn around from there? It's possible. Could we get a big old boring nothing of a day? That's also possible. You know, maybe we only go to the original areas I was looking at, which is around like $97. But either way, however high up this goes in the next probably few days, I would expect that would be a good time to go short, a good time to sell and get out and just not touch it for about half a year. Or, you know, if you want to play the range, understand that it probably will be range bound for the next like half a year to a year or so, something like that. When I say it'll be range bound, right, that's going off of the previous iterations. Like, it's just been range bound here and then here as well. So anyways, I don't know. RSI doesn't look half bad on the weekly. It doesn't look half bad on the daily. It doesn't look half bad. Looks pretty good on the 4-hour actually, and it looks the best on the hourly. So immediate term definitely to the upside, regardless of all the halving stuff that definitely is being shown in the charts. And from there we will go down. How long, how big of a move is this up? At the moment, I don't know. Without the halving, if the halving wasn't in effect, I would genuinely expect that this would probably move us to around $97, maybe a little bit above there, but not above this high. Maybe above these highs, but then reject from there. But with the halving in effect, we very well could see extensions. Like I know that seems kind of crazy, but we could see extensions. We might not either. Like it's really hard to say, man. It's anybody's guessing game at this point in time. One way or another, I think it is a good time to buy relatively right now. And then in the immediate term, and like within this week, it'll probably present, whether it's here or up here, it'll probably present a good time to sell. And there will probably be signs of that too. You'll see your dramatic wicks to the upside or moves like this, something like that. But yeah, that's just all speculation. All that to say, I really don't know what to expect with this. I do expect it to go up, but how high, we'll see. We will definitely see. I wonder. Let's see here. Top to bottom. Bouncing off of this 618, man. Yeah, I definitely do. I do think you actually go above this high. I really do. You might go above 120, guys. That for Litecoin by this this halving news event. That might actually happen. Honestly, I would give that a solid chance. But don't be sad if it doesn't happen. 120 to 141, somewhere in that range, could be a very realistic possibility for Litecoin. So that's all I got to say. If you guys liked the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.